Okay, what's up, YouTube? You know what it is. It's Pacey Lake Show one more time. About to give you another video, and man, this one was very, very disappointing. I watched this whole game, the entire game. One of the most disappointing games I've watched in a long time. The Lakers did get the win though, but man, this was embarrassing to say the least. I don't know what went down in this game. I don't know what dudes was thinking. I don't know what dudes was doing, but at least we got the win. So at the end of the day, I still got to be grateful because we could have lost the game. So that was embarrassing, man. But whatever. Shout out to Anthony Davis. Shout out to LeBron James. They came to play. Also, Rui Hachimura. I thought he was decent. But that's really it. I mean, everybody else was just, I don't even know what they was out there doing, to be quite honest with you. D'Angelo Russell was completely lost on defense. He only had 4 points, didn't do much offensively. Austin Reeves, I don't even know, man. But I mean, we got the win. We did get the win, and man, these dudes came to play. These dudes came to play, man. I mean, you talk about guys that really came to play basketball, bro. I mean, Scottie Pippen Jr., G.G. Jackson, Laravia, right? I mean, these dudes came. Goodwin, I didn't even know his first name. I just know them by the last name because these are G League players. So I really don't even know them by their first name, right? But these dudes came to play, man. My goodness. G.G. Jackson. This dude should play in the NBA, man. G.G. Jackson, I don't know who he is. I don't know if he's related to Jaren Jackson. I don't even know who he is, but this dude should play in the NBA. I think he's like a 19-year-old kid. Yeah, you can see that he's a young kid. That dude can play, man. He could shoot he could shoot the lights out of the rock. I mean, kid can handle it, can put it on the floor. He seems like he's about 6'10", 6'11", tall, can shoot. Man, this dude got a bright future, man. This dude should definitely be in the league. A team should definitely pick him up. If I was the Lakers, man, I'd look into pick up this dude next season. As a G League player, I mean, this dude can play. This dude can play some basketball, man. G.G. Jackson, he could really play. And there's some good talent in the G League, man. A lot of people overlook these guys, but these guys work really hard and they can play. They can play basketball, and they showed us that tonight. Last night, obviously, very disappointing game for the Lakers. No defensive effort. We only start to show effort towards the end of the third and the fourth quarter. I think once Darvin Ham substituted D'Lo that game and put in Gabe Vincent, we started to see a little bit of a turn in terms of the defensive intensity. We started to play a lot better defense, and ultimately that allowed us to really keep the game close. And ultimately, LeBron with that steal and the dunk, finished it off, capped it off. But it was a horrible game to watch because I know that the talent level on this team. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying that these guys can't play. They can play, but these are G Leaguers. I mean, we're not supposed to struggle with G Leaguers. Let's be real. We're not supposed to struggle with G Leaguers, man. I don't care what nobody says. You know what I'm saying? The game shouldn't have even been close. We should have easily had a decent, even like a double-digit lead throughout the whole game and just held that lead throughout the whole game. If it was a game where it was like 12 to 14 point lead and we kind of was able to hold that lead throughout the game and get a comfortable win, then I'd be fine. But the fact that this game, like at a point in this game, it seemed like we could actually end up losing the game. That was what was shocking. The fact that we wasn't even able to even have a cushion on these guys, keep them at bay so that they didn't feel like they had a chance to actually win the game. So that was disappointing to say the least. I mean, yeah, these guys are talented. These guys can play basketball, man. But come on, man. I mean, you have Anthony Davis, LeBron James. You have all the starters out there. I mean, we're supposed to come through and get a win, on this team. So, I know that, teams tend to play down to the competition. I get it. It's the human psychology of just how people are. I mean, we come into this game, we see that it's a whole bunch of G League guys, right? And right away we take our foot off the gas. Like, oh, this is an easy game, it's a chill game, we gonna win this game anyways. You know what I'm saying? And then guys come out and they actually play hard, and you have a game like this where it comes down to the last possession. So obviously, but we needed every single 30, all of that 36 points from AD. Phenomenal game by AD. 36 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists. He also had 2 blocks. He was very good defensively. I think his defensive presence kind of altered shots or made guys scared to really even go in the paint. That's why they were shooting so many threes. But the thing is, they were just hot, man. They were just making all their threes. So it's like AD's defensive presence in the paint didn't really affect them because they was out there just knocking down threes, and we was just giving up wide open threes on the perimeter between Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell. I mean, our 3-point defense, and this is something we have to correct, and a lot of it is related to our perimeter defenders, especially Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, and to some degree Rui Hachimura too. Rui Hachimura isn't the greatest defender as well. I do need to point that out because a lot of people they always point out D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves deficiencies defensively, but nobody likes to talk about Rui Hachimura as a bad defender too, which I think he is. He is a bad defender. But you look at just D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, and Rui, like we were not able to guard the 3. We saw what Golden State did. They made the most 3-pointers against the Lakers in that game. 26 3-pointers. I mean, that's just ridiculous, man. You have a team coming into your building and made 26 threes. That's crazy. You got to play better defense. We're 3-point defense. I don't know if it's communication. I don't know what it is, but constantly, time and time again, I see guys getting wide open shots, and it's like these guys are gonna make those shots. These are NBA players. Guys are gonna make shots, right? You can't leave guys wide open. You gotta guard the perimeter. You have to say in your mind, no 3-pointers. That's our main weakness because once guys attack the paint, our paint defense is pretty good. I mean, we with Anthony Davis there, obviously Jackson Hayes, we have length and size to be able to guard the paint. LeBron James could also help in the paint as well. So we have guys that can guard the paint, but our perimeter defense is where we struggle the most. Just like guarding the 3, stopping guys. Transition defense is not the greatest either. But a perimeter defense is just like, I think that's our Achilles heel. If we can sort out our perimeter defense and actually cut down all these threes that teams are making against us, then I think we'd be a dangerous team. Now we're playing another game on in a dangerous scenario because I mean this team that's coming in, and it's gonna be at home, but this team that's coming in, I mean, you talk about 3-point shooting. These guys can really shoot. You got Trey Murphy. You got C.J. McCollum, who has been on fire. I mean, you saw the game against Golden State. He was just letting it go, and it was just going in, man. So C.J. McCollum on fire from 3 right now. Then you got a guy like a Trey Murphy who could also shoot the hell out of the rock. These guys don't play. You got Zion in the paint, and Zion's been playing well. I mean, people got to give Zion credit. Everybody like to tear him down and stuff like that, but he has answered the bell. He's answered the call, and he's played a lot better when he's been out there. He's been a plus. He's been a positive for them. So I mean, obviously that's a good basketball team that's coming in, and we can't take our foot off the gas. We got to go out there, execute, do what we need to do. I do think we match up good with the Pelicans, though. I always feel like whenever we go against them, for some reason we're always able to beat them because they have no answer for Anthony Davis. They really have no answer for Anthony Davis. They're a bit too small. So I mean, you think about it, the biggest guy is really Zion. I mean, yeah, you got Trey Murphy, but he's not really like a big. You know what I'm saying? So he's more a finesse guy. So I mean, when you really think about it, they don't really have an answer. We kind of match up really well with them. However, this is going to be a game. It's going to be a test game, and this is going to be a game that you definitely got to show up and show out. Hopefully D'Angelo Russell has a better game. I mean, he had only 4 points last night against Memphis. And shout out to LeBron, man. LeBron, 37 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Wow. Pretty good statistics there. Let me see what he had. The other categories. He had 1 steal. So yeah, I mean, he didn't shoot the ball particularly well from three. He had 3 of 7. Well, 3 of 7 is not too bad. He made 3 of 7 threes. Yeah, 8 of 11 from free throws. The only thing that I said about LeBron, man, he's got to cut down these turnovers, man. 8 turnovers. I know that was a scrappy team. I know they came out playing hard. Obviously a team like this can beat you when you think about it too, because these guys they haven't really played in NBA games, so they have they're a lot fresher. They're young guys that can get up and down the court, run. They're scrappy. They play hard. They dive for loose balls. They try to get every 50-50 balls, stuff like that. So these guys, this Memphis team, I mean, you still have to take them serious, because when you talk about young guys that have fresh legs and that can run up and down the court and that can give you problems. I mean, you don't want to have lapses. You don't want to lose focus when you passing the ball. You know what I'm saying? Because that can lead to a whole bunch of turnovers, because guys are just going to jump in the lane. And the key thing about this team, the reason why I thought this game was so close and so good, was mainly because these guys never had anything to play for. They're obviously G League guys. Like, literally, these are guys just trying to get an opportunity to lead. They're trying to show out. And this was a stage for them, right? They're playing against the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people was watching. So this was a stage for these guys. And, they took advantage of the moment. I do give all of these guys credit, because they took advantage of the moment. They saw that this was a stage. You're playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. There's a lot of people that's watching. You're literally a G League player trying to get to the NBA, right? I mean, so, guys like G.G. Jackson, I'm sure people are going to be looking at these guys from here on differently, right? A lot of people is going to be looking at a guy like a G.G. Jackson, even Scottie Pippen Jr., who Scottie Pippen Jr. was actually on the Lakers, and Scottie Pippen Jr. is another example of why Darvingham is a trash coach that needs to be fired right now. Scottie Pippen Jr. is another example. I mean, you had Scottie Pippen Jr. on the Lakers as a two-way player, never gave him an opportunity, never gave him a run. The man never even saw the floor for the Lakers. It is the most ridiculous thing. You saw him come out there, he had 28 points. I mean, 6 assists, 4 steals, 5 rebounds. I mean, you talk about a guy that came to play. Scottie Pippen Jr., he is 3 of 7 from 3. I mean, this kid came to play, man. And the fact that we had him on our team last year, and you didn't even give the man an opportunity to show what he got. Right? You didn't even give the man an opportunity. You saw he came out against the Lakers. Obviously, it was personal for him, because, I mean, this is his former team, right? And he just came out on the attack mode. He was attacking. He was diving on the floor, everything, man. This guy was playing hard. This guy did not want to lose. He came with on a vengeance. Like, if he could just do something to hurt us, to hurt our seeding, because guys know, guys know that we are positioned and that we need this game. We needed this game. We need our seeding, right? We need to go up in the standings. So guys knew that this was a game that we needed. We had to play. We had to win, right? Because our playoff lives depend on it. Like, so they just wanted to play spoilers. Like, I mean, they just wanted to play spoilers, and they were determined to do that. But man, I mean, apart from LeBron and AD, though, nobody else really did much of anything. Rui Hachimura, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. He was 5 of 6 from the field. I thought he was a little bit passive offensively. I think he should have been more aggressive. Sometimes Rui, that's my problem with him. He tends to be passive. He tends to kind of just stand in the corner and not really, cutting or really attacking, right? And I want to see Rui attack more. I think he's our third best player defensively wasn't great. Did give up a lot of wide open shots, just like pretty much everybody else. And then obviously you had D'Lo 4 points, 2 and 9 from the field. What am I supposed to do with this, man? Hey, come on, bro. Yeah, he had 9 assists. But what am I supposed to do with that? Hey, I don't know, man. Now Austin Reeves, 13 points. Yeah, that's pretty much that. So, Austin Reeves was a minus 22. That's crazy. But anyways, man, have a great day. Pacey Lake Show signing out. Remember to subscribe to my channel. I'll be putting out more videos. Also, check out my other videos. Leave a like, share, subscribe. Putting in the work. Y'all know what it is. Let's go.